Buen día.
Good morning, Neely. Hey, Kim. Hemant, Susie, Venerable Tenzin Lamo. Good morning, Patricia. Alexandra.
Good morning, Donna.
Good to see everyone.
Good morning, Donna and everybody.
Good morning, Anthony.
Good morning, Neely.
Good morning, Arlene. Good morning, Venerable Kelsang. Good morning, Meredith. Hey, Tom. Good morning to our friends on YouTube. Rhiannon and Joe and Karen. Hey, Sheila.
Good morning, Donna.
Good morning, Helen. Good morning, Felix. Geshe-la's here.
Please have a seat. Good morning. Venerable Alhamdulillah, we begin with the prayer.
So let's begin with Shakyamuni Buddha's mantra 3 times. Deyata Om Mune Mune Mahamunaye Soha. Deyata Om Mune Mune Mahamunaye Soha. Deyata Om Mune Mune Mahamunaye Soha. And now Medicine Buddha's verse of praise and mantra. Bhagawan with equal compassion for all, whose name when merely heard dispels the suffering of the lower realms, dispel of disease and the 3 poisons, I prostrate to Medicine Buddha, lapis light. Deyata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha. Deyata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha. Deyata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha. Deyata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha. Deyata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha. Deyata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha. Deyata Om Bekanze Bekanze Maha Bekanze Bekanze Raja Samugate Soha. Now the 4 measurables. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends or hatred for enemies. We have the two mantras. So we start with the mantra for Chenrezig, Sik, the Buddha of Great Compassion. But we'll read his verse of praise first. Not veiled by any fault, white in color, whose head a perfect Buddha crowns in light, gazing compassionately at all beings. To you, Chenrezig, all-seeing one, I prostrate.
So if it's possible, so please, all my friends here, you can space before you, if you can visualize. Chenrezig, inseparable with His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Not something solid, it's like form of light, image, or should be like form of light or three-dimensional form of light, space before you. So then we will do mantra 3-3. We will do 3 times, then stop. Then we'll do 3 more times. Generally speaking, that the light or nectar that flows from the Chenrezig body is usually white. Generally speaking, it's a white light. And some case, it could be, some case. Then it could be red too. Could be red, if you visualize, particularly if you visualize Chenrezig into. Usually you visualize Chenrezig on crown chakra, not the throat chakra. In some case, then you visualize Chenrezig in the throat chakra, so then the light or nectar flows from that, like the red. So in this case, just visualize the white, hollow light emitted from Chenrezig body. Then touch onto your crown chakra. So then while we recite the mantra, so then blessing flow through the hollow light as like milk. Then feel into your body. So that's the kind of visualization we'll do while we are chanting the mantra. So the first one, also there are 6-syllable mantra. It's called mantra of compassion. It's called 6-syllable mantra. The first 3 sets of mantra we are going to chant. So then while we are chanting the mantra, please visualize that any complication in our life, any kind of complication that's caused by being arrogant or like being pride or arrogant, I mean negative, arrogant and pride. Any complication that's caused by that between friends, between relationship, between the family, between the workplace. So then visualize that, that any kind of complication or problem that causes by, being pride, being arrogant, completely purify. So then you generate strong regret. Now you realize arrogant is not part of the healthy mind. It's like unhealthy mind. So then you voluntarily, deliberately make some kind of commitment, next like a few minutes, I'm not going to be pride or arrogant. So the mantra itself is mantra, recitation of the mantra or chanting of the mantra itself is called power of antidote. So based on all the complications that are caused by being pride, arrogant, so then you generate strong regret, not guilt. Nothing good comes out of that. So generate strong regret. So then chant the mantras. So the nectar flows from Chenrezig. which is inseparable with His Holiness Dalai Lama. Feel your body, completely purify all this problem, completely purifies. So then make some kind of voluntary commitments. From now on, I'll be more mindful, make sure that I don't get arrogant, or don't look, make sure I don't look down somebody else, on someone else. Or based on my position, my education, my title, whatever that reason might be, okay? So then it's going to be meditation. So then keep that in mind. So, and also 6 syllable mantra can be practiced with 6 paramita, 6 perfections. The first one syllable is like perfection. The first recitation is like the perfection of generosity, practice of generosity. Okay, if you can also think about that, 6 paramita. Okay, so then Venerable Hamula will lead the chant. So we visualize. After the chant, we pause a little bit and visualize the nectar flows from Genesis body. They're completely purified. Okay, all right.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
So now, second round of chanting 3 times the compassion mantra. Any complications that we experience, we already experienced in the past, experiencing now, probably going to experience in the future if we are not being mindful. All the complication or problem caused by jealousy, was another kind of unhealthy mind that makes you unhealthy, physically, mentally, makes you unhealthy. That what that means it is hard to develop positive mindset, how to develop, or how to rejoice other people positive deed because you get jealous. Jealousy obscure you to rejoice other people positive deeds, other people achievement because you get jealous. Then the result of the jealousy is like that you are not able to enjoy, not just enjoy, not able to generate positive thought. Okay, so then visualize same thing. Hollow light emitted from jealousy heart, touch into your crown chakra, blessing flow through there as a like milk, completely fill your body, purify all the problem that causes by jealousy. So then mantra itself is going to be the power of antidote. So then generate strong regret, not guilt, strong regret. From now on, that you're going to be very mindful not to get jealous because sake of your own happiness is not good for you. It is not good. Bottom line, it's not good for you. It's not good for you. Then, of course, if it's not good for you, then it's not good for others. It's not good for your friends. It's not good for your family. It's not good for your people, your co-worker, all of that. It's not good for the society. It's not good for the whole world. It's not good. So then if you can combine that with the second parameter, ethic, morality. So watching your mind, guarding your mind, guarding your speech, guarding your physical action. That's what's called morality. So not just that, so then helping others, that's also type of morality. Then reciting mantras, doing practice, that's also another type of morality. So from now on, try to be mindful. So make sure any circumstance so that I myself make sure that I don't get jealous. Instead, I will try to rejoice other people's positive deed, other people's achievements. If you really want healthy mind, so then that's the way to go. Okay? So now, second.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
Oh yeah. So now the third recitation of the compassion mantra. Same visualization. Okay, I'm not going to repeat the same visualization. Nectar flows through the hollow light, images from Jurassic heart, then through your crown chakras. The blessing flows through the hollow light, form of liquid, white liquid like milk. So in this case now, doubt is obstacles. Achieve any kind of goal, whether that's based on mundane level or spiritual levels. Having a doubt, anything that you do, any method, any technique or any methods that eventually lead you to achieve the goal. So then having so much doubt is the obstacle. It's the obstacle. So it begins with yourself, not believing in yourself. That's the main obstacles to achieve anything in life. Not having a faith in yourself. Not believing is not right word, but not convinced that you are not convinced that you possess Buddha nature, because blah blah blah. There's so many reasons, So I'm not good enough. I'm not qualified. I'm this. I'm that. There's all kind of reasons that you like. All kind of reasons. So then you doubt that you don't think that you can enlighten. You don't think that you can enlighten. You don't think that you can change what we believe. So I'm not good enough. My life is not good. So that's what we believe. So many negative. These are all ignorance. So all ignorance. Not understanding that your life is precious, meaningful, difficult to find, easy to lose. Any moment, it could slip through your hand by doing nothing, just being pessimistic all the time. Meanwhile, you lose this precious human life. This life, the very life that you possess is like a boat, sailboat. You could cross, but you decide not to cross. You don't believe that this can cross. So much doubt, so much doubt. So it's very, very important in order to succeed in any level, mundane level, spiritual level, you have to have faith in yourself. That, oh, how's about this? I lied yesterday. Oh, you can purify. You can be more mindful next time. You don't have to lie all the time. You know, just stuck with your past actions, not able to move on because there's not enough faith in yourself. So there's, because of so much doubt, you have negative doubt. So the doubt obscure you to achieve your goal in mundane level, spiritual level. So if you want to go to Washington, D.C., so if you have a lot of doubt on the roads that lead to Washington, D.C., so that become obstacles to get to Washington. D.C. Similar. Similar. There's a doubt. Tabardella, Ketchup, teaching to meet the first obstacles doesn't want to go. That's the first obstacle, that you are never going to get Washington, D.C. because you don't have will to go. That's the first obstacle. Second, even you are on the road, you are driving on the wrong road. It's not going to lead to Washington, D.C. It's going to probably lead to Florida. Wrong road. Second obstacle. So then having a doubt on the road, very road that you are driving on, it becomes an obstacle for you to reach to Washington, D.C. Same thing. First, doesn't want to do anything. You have no will to do anything. Meanwhile, it's very complications, very clear, caused by arrogance, pride, jealousy, very clear. It's crystal clear, but you have no will to do anything. And maybe you believe that's part of your life, which is ignorance. It's not part of your life. Yourself and your action, they are two separate things. It's not one. You and your actions is one, then there's no hope. There's no hope. No matter what you do, there's no hope. That we need to understand very clearly that far as actions is concerned, you can purify them. You can purify them. Same like dirty dish. The dirty is not inseparable of the dish. Otherwise, you are never able to clean the dish because it's one. It's not one. You can clean them. Same thing. Your mind can be clean. It's not inseparable with the negative things, then there's no hope. So now, so that second, third recitation of Mani Mantra, just visualize all the visualization I mentioned earlier and do that visualizations. So then completely purify all the negative doubt towards your own self. So the technique, the methods that will lead you, that will help you to achieve something that you have also full of doubt, all that doubt, okay, completely purified. So then out of 6 paramita, the third paramita is like perfection of patience. It's very necessary. Patience is very necessary. Otherwise, if there's no patience, life will fill with anger. So then, no peace at all, no peace, zero peace. So that's why the patience, third paramita, practice of patience, is important, okay, if you can think of that. Okay, so now we chant the mantra.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
So now the fourth, right? Fourth recitation. Mm. Mm. So they basically as need to visualize that complication, also complications, confusions that's caused by ignorance. The fundamental confusion here, the fundamental confusion is not knowing like other. So it's kind of funny, but it's not really funny. It's kind of, we say all the time, I'm not happy, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, or I don't get along with this person or that, and I disagree with this and that, so I agree with this and that, I like this, I don't like that, that we have ideas, but we don't have clear clue. What do you say? Oh, yeah, it's I. This refers to the fundamental confusions. How you define yourself, how you define yourself. Self that was so irritated, self that was so upset, or self that was so excited, self that was so down. How you define that? How you identify that self? How you define? Now here we are talking about not just talking about ignorance in general. We are now talking about fundamental ignorance, confusions. How you define self? It's good to know. It's good to meditate once in a while. Maybe we are missing something very important, and not meditating on, and not trying to figure out how to define self. Maybe so much is built, so much that's been built on the concept of self. We don't know how to define. The sutra of king of samadhi. That's what's called sutra of king of samadhi. Sutra of king of samadhi. Sutra of king of samadhi. Or like I was in Sanskrit, I don't say like Sutra of Samadhi Raj or something like that. Sutra of Samadhi Raj. Jumacheva Thagi Sutrutes, magicians. I'm quoting the sutras. So this sutra, after that statement from Nagarjuna, after that statement from Shantideva, this all help us. This all educate us how to define self way before you get so irritated. How to define self. Sutra, King of Samadhi, in that sutra, thing is the door, what it says, Juma Chaba Thagi Su Truth. Magicians create things, figure. Magicians create things, create. What kind of things the magician create? Could be elephant, could be horse. Chariot. How is it? Chariot. Yeah, chariot. These are just examples. Doesn't have to be horse or elephant or chariot. It can be anything. It can be chocolate chip cookie. It can be cheesecake. It can be anything. These are just examples. Basically, magicians create illusions. What you see is illusions. That's what you see is illusion. Juma Chaba Thagi Sutra de Tanda Lambo, Shinda Naso Chess, horse, elephant, chariot, etc., etc. Could be anything. Juma Chaba Thagi, so Juma, illusions. Then Juma Chaba means like illusionist create illusions. What you see, illusions. Whatever you see doesn't exist at all, doesn't exist. Likewise, everything doesn't exist exactly the way you perceive. Everything else doesn't exist exactly where you perceive. That includes self. The self, there's very much, how is it, the self, your idea of self very much as tied with your appearances, idea of your appearances, very much tied with that. Juma Chaba Thagi Sutra de Tata Lambo Shindan Nasoje, Tela Chidana Kaimes. Illusionists create illusions. What do you see? Illusions. Reality, this thing doesn't exist at all, doesn't exist the way you see it. Similarly, everything else that includes self doesn't exist exactly where you perceive doesn't exist. What is that? That's called illusions. That's called illusion. Then statement goes on. Chida Pumishuni Melamnas. Young woman having a dream, dreaming that she is having a son. The dream. So then again, second part of dream, for their son is died. So now that young woman is having mixed feelings. First, joy, dreaming of having a son. Then in the text it mentions son, but doesn't have to be a son. Child. Joy. Then second, sadness, losing their child. Chida shunim, chida permission, melamnas, pubo jungshi, shiwa tedon, juniga, shinigan. When you awake, it's just dream. When you awake, it's just dream. but you went through this experience, joy and sadness. When you awake, it's just dream. Likewise, everything else. Likewise, you should understand everything's like that. You got so excited, very happy in your dream that you have a child. At the same time, in your dream, the child was died, and you are very sad. Meaning you awake, there's nothing. Likewise, everything should be perceived like that. That's what Shakyamuni Buddha said in King of Sutra of Samadhi. So then the statement goes on and on. Do you want me to carry on or just stop? Huh? So in order to meditate, you have to have some knowledge that guides you how to meditate. At night, reflection of the moon in the clear lake. Where you see the reflections, you see that reflection in clear, still lake. You see the reflections in clear, still lake. In reality, that reflection of the moon that looks exactly like moon, but actually it's not moon. There's no moon. Likewise, everything else that you experience in your life, Buddha encouraged us to see everything's like that. Summertime, middle of the day, Chidasoke Nimachitinas. Someone is very thirsty, from looking for water, just walking, looking for water. Then see the mirage as a water, seeing mirage as a water. But there's no water. It's just mirage. It's not water. Likewise, everything, So I will stop here. So, so then what Shantideva said, my hair is not me, my hair is not me, my teeth is not me, my nail, that's not me. Then you go through every part of your body, you go through that. Now, what happened? And what happened? You don't see anything. Maybe that's the best way of seeing something, not seeing anything. Not seeing anything is not, there's no need to be scared. Not seeing is the best way of seeing. So now all this idea of the concrete, solid, absolute, independent is dissolved. So that's, this kind of meditation will help. This kind of meditation will help to subdue or maybe eradicate the fundamental confusions. That's the basic one, fundamental confusions. It's good. If I can learn, I've said this many times, definitely you can learn. Why not? If I can get enlightened, you can get enlightened. Why not? If I can learn, you can learn. Why not? Does this require some effort? Yeah. Every knowledge requires effort. Every knowledge that you have is the result of effort. Then if that effort will become joyful effort, Oh, happy to do. Oh, that's something very important to do. I'm happy to do. Oh, even better, even better, even better. Oh, happy to chant Mani Mantra. That's such a wonderful thing to do. You know, it makes my life physically, mentally healthy. That's something very good. My healthy mind, my healthy life is important for my family, my friend, my communities, my society. If you are a happy person, then there will be ripple of positive impact on other beings. So sorry, so much has been said, but still not able to go to Nagarjuna's statement maybe next year. So, so that's how you guide yourself into meditation, into figuring out how to define self. So then you rely on the master who's already been done that, and not just done it very well. So then you rely on their teachings, and then you guide yourself that, then meditate. Oh, then meditate. So then, Navasim, Nava appearance is the perceptions. Whatever is there, whatever there's perceiving, nature of that is empty. Navasim, Sim Tongba. Sim is the mind that perceive or interact or correspond with the things. The nature of that mind is empty. Empty. Oh, like that. Okay, so so then you will chant the mantra. So whatever knowledge you have on like true truth, conventional truth, particularly ultimate truth, any knowledge that you have, so then bring that up, then trying to visualize that the nectar flows from Jainistic heart through the hollow light, form of milk or liquid like milk. So then completely purify that. So purify that. So then from now on, I will try to be mindful. Each time when I say I'm not going to upset right. I'm going to just pause and analyze what I mean to myself. Or I'm treated very badly. I was looked down. Or just pause and meditate. If it's possible, just to pause and meditate. Meditate doesn't mean you have to sit down. You just think, start to think. You can be standing, just think, just think. I that's so upset, define, identify. You don't need to just sit down. Particularly if you are in gathering of the people, it's like kind of like inconvenient to sitting down and all of a sudden immediately sit down in meditation position in the middle of all these people. So that's probably not convenient. Think, define yourself. So then you do that 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, then you become better and better, become easier and easier. Become easier and easier. Okay, so then chant now 4th round of mantra.
Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum.
Out of 6 paramita, so then like joyful effort, not just effort, joyful effort. Joyful effort. It requires some effort. You can do it. It requires some effort. It won't become automatic. It requires some effort. You just need to push a little bit and need to think and motivate, Wow. Feeling of amaze doesn't pops up for no reason. It could rise if you put some effort, if you put some effort. Same like satisfaction, same like, you know. Yeah, we do get throughout the day, we do get joy, pleasure, or happiness, whatever you call, through five senses, looking at something nice, color, shape, or hearing some sound. But the problem's not satisfied, not satisfied. That's the problem. That's the big problem, not satisfied. Satisfaction is a part of the mental quality. It's not like doing things over and over again. That's not how you're going to satisfy. Satisfaction is part of the mental qualities. Yeah, like things like, oh, life is good. No, it's good. No, if you start to complain, it will never end. It will never end. It never ends since the beginning of this time. It's not going to end now. It's not going to end in the future. The people always have something to complain. Always have something to complain. Always have something to complain. It will never end. Satisfaction is part of mental qualities. You compare yourself. Don't think you are the only one. Compare yourself. It's important. Otherwise, dissatisfaction brings all kind of problems. I think it's important. Chokshe, that's how you say in Tibetan. Chokshe. Oh, it's good. It's good. 2 nights ago, when I listened to some BBC News, so they are talking about teaching person who cannot see. They're teaching them how to identify object or color through that, some like a dolphin or maybe some fish in the, I think it's dolphin. So they make this noise, high-pitched noise. That's how they communicate. So now they're teaching them, tuck, 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 tuck. The 3 times simultaneously, tuck, tuck, tuck. That means white. Tuck, 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 tuck. That means something, for example, something like that. It means red. They're teaching them how to identify objects. I was in my bedroom, so it's like lights are turned off. All of a sudden I realized, all of a sudden it kind of shook me up like, oh, now I cannot see because it's dark. Doesn't mean that I can see, I can see. That's like, wow, I felt like, isn't it great that you can see? I feel very, like I say, emotionally feel very bad, the people who cannot see. So now here, someone can see very clearly. How much joy? Zero, no joy. There's no joy, there's zero, there's no joy. There's not any substance, there's not any value you see in seeing, no, zero. Do you see any substance or any value of seeing things? No, zero. You could get some joy if you think you could get some joy, just ability to see. So it's not like that we have nothing to be joyful about. No, we have so many things to be joyful, but we decide not to. We choose to complain. We choose not to. I think like we talk about joy. We talk about like, what do you say? Chill. How do you say chill? Chill out. Our way of chilling out is not really chilling out. We need to learn other way to chill out, to be joy. You could do. 100% you could do. 100% you are qualified to do, you can do. Just need to put some effort. Just need to motivate. Just need to motivate. Otherwise, complaining will never end. It will never ever end. We don't see any value in hearing seeing, smelling, ability to swallow. Some people can't swallow at all. Some people. Do we get any joy? No. Whether it's like mundane level or spiritual level, we don't get any joy. You are not amazed that you know how to say Om Mani Padme Hum. Are you amazed? Are you ever amazed that you can say Om Mani Padme Hum? No, probably no. Spiritual practice, we don't get satisfaction. Mundane things, we don't get satisfactions. But you could, I could, you could, we all could get satisfactions. If we think properly, we could get satisfactions. Very, very important, very important. Okay, so so then sorry, now time is over. So time is pretty much over. So all my friends, including Gishi Gelet, myself, what we can do, we can try. That's all we can do. Without losing a faith into yourself. Don't ever think that you cannot do. Don't ever think that you cannot get enlightened. That's ignorance. Ignorance. No, you do what you can do, then you do it well. No? Not only, no. It's all about qualities. It's all qualities. So out there's a lot of people, a number of people, you know. Yeah, you could get a lot of satisfactions. No need to go anywhere. Just stay in your home. You could get a lot of satisfaction doing your practice. You can get a lot of satisfaction doing your practice. No need to go anywhere. Or doesn't mean you shouldn't go. You can go. You can go wherever you want to go. But important things to realize is the satisfaction is a part of the mental quality. It's not like part of doing things again and again. But that's not how you achieve satisfaction. Very important to feel fortunate, feel precious, feel fortunate, feel precious, feel fortunate. Recognize that you possess Buddha nature. Recognize that you can achieve enlightenment. These things are important to remember in daily basis. Important to remember daily basis. Okay, so then see the same thing in other people. Their life is precious too. Their life is also important, precious, meaningful. Not just your life. They also possess Buddha nature. More positive thought throughout the day, your life will be better off. More negative thought, then you need to think twice. Negative thought, not good. It's not just religious business. It's your life. It's the sake of your happiness. It's the sake of your happiness. You need to think something positive. So that's what meditation is all about, thinking something positive. So you get immense benefit. Just think negative, you don't get any benefit at all. Your life will be more difficult. More positive thing, your life will be better off, better off. It's good for your friends, good for your family, good for your partner, good for the society, good for the whole world. Then doing that, you are doing something for the betterment of humanity. You are doing something good. Okay? Yeah, so with that, so stop here. So then please, I'm trying every single day, I'm trying. And all my friends here, you come here and please do the same thing. Then we could make some progress, slowly, some progress, little by little. Okay? So then now, Venerable Alhamdulillah will do the dedications. So then have a wonderful Sunday. So then see you next Sunday. And people from Patagonia and children, thank you very much for translating. Thank you very much for the children. Where the children disappear? Oh, right there. Okay. So not seeing doesn't mean it's not there. Seeing. You don't see. You don't see it doesn't mean it's not there. It's there because of your ignorance. You don't see. Or maybe you're looking in the wrong direction. Then you are so quick to say, "Oh, it's not there." You're so quick to say, "It's not there." Okay, Children, thank you very much. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's read the dedication verse from Master Shantideva. And while we recite this, you please think about those on the prayer list, especially Geshe Tenli, Kuru Center. He was in a car accident. He's having surgery today. So if you could just keep sending positive thoughts.
Oh yeah, very good, wonderful.
May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of body and mind, obtain an ocean of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food, may the thirsty find water and delicious drinks. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid, and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power, and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. Now the long life prayer for His Holiness, the Dalai Lama. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good, all-powerful Tenzin Gyatso. Please remain until samsara ends. And then the long life prayer for Khenso, Sarah J. Khenso Rinpoche Jetsun Losam Delek, the one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience who received the name Awatare, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. And then the long life prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche, you who uphold the subduer's moral way, who serve as the bountiful bearer of all, sustaining, preserving, and spreading Majana's victorious doctrine, who masterfully accomplish magnificent prayers honoring the three jewels, Savior of myself and others, your disciples, please, please live long. And of course, for the long life, happy, healthy lives of Geshe Gelek and Geshe Sampo. Om Tare Tu Re So Ha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re So Ha.
Oh yeah, thank you so very much. So have a wonderful Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Oh yeah, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Oh,
Thank you,
yeah.
Geshe-la. Thank you, Geshe-la. Thank you so much.
Geshe-la.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Oh, yeah. Okay.